Hi, welcome to iconicfitness.com. Chris here, and in this video I would like to share with you some information, some sort of essential tips on the build up to a half marathon or 10k. And so starting sort of 12 weeks before, that's probably the best place to start. Do you have a plan? Having a plan, having a training plan for a half marathon or 10k is absolutely essential, and 12 weeks before is probably a good time to begin. You can go as far as 6 months, but 12 weeks is good as well. Having a plan will basically help you train all the way up to the marathon. It'll give you sort of progression. It will give you sort of clarity on sort of how far you've got to run, what sort of training you've got to do. Is it a flat half marathon? Is it a flat 10k? Or are there a lot of hills in it? It will help you decide on your training. Do you have to do a lot of hills training? Do you just need to stay on the flat? What's the terrain like in the half marathon? And also get a plan that's tailor-made to you. And the reason I say that, I'm not sort of saying there's nothing wrong with downloading a program. It's just having one tailored to sort of you and your lifestyle will make it 10 times easier, because there's nothing worse than downloading something and then 2 weeks into it finding that it's progressing too fast or it's progressing too slow. You need something that can be a little bit dynamic, that someone sort of can help you move through, because you may have a holiday halfway through. You may only be able to train certain days a week, and how do you fit it all in? So getting a 12-week program designed for you, specifically for you, will give you an incredible advantage over anyone that just downloads one. But again, there's nothing wrong with downloading it. Download it if you want to. It's all good. So sort of 3 weeks before the half marathon, you want to make sure all your kit is worn in. Your trainers, your socks, your shorts that you'll be wearing, your t-shirt that you'll be wearing. And I say that simply because there is nothing worse than having blisters, or getting blisters halfway through, or getting blisters on a couple of days before the 10k or the half marathon. So just make sure everything is worn in. Start sort of finalising your nutrition plan. Start eating a lot more sort of fresh, organic fruits and vegetables, and drinking, start to build up sort of the amount of water that you're drinking, up to sort of 1.5 to 2 litres a day. Start to minimise the amount of alcohol that you drink. Basically your body functions a lot easier without having to process all the alcohol. 2 weeks before the race, start reducing the amount of your training. This will allow you to be well rested for the race, and you won't sort of burn out in the build up and have to have extra days off. Again, start drinking a little bit more water. Now start to be up to sort of a minimum of 2 litres of water a day. And again, keep up with the sort of the fresh fruits and vegetables. That will just keep all the antioxidants in your body and keeping your body fresh and clean. 1 week before the half marathon or 10k, start to visualise yourself finishing the race. Start to visualise yourself sort of running the race. How are you going to feel in the race? How do you want to feel throughout the race, or how do you think you're going to feel throughout the race? If you think that it's going to be too hard and it's going to be a struggle to get round, think about how you can overcome that. Might you walk for a mile every 3 miles or something like that, or might you walk for 20 minutes every 3 miles? Something simple like that. Start thinking about the race and how you're going to run it, how you're going to get through it, and how you're going to finish. 1 day before the race, have all your kit completely prepared the day before. Start to carry a water bottle around with you throughout the day, 1 day, 2 days before. That will just keep your body nicely hydrated. Again, it will keep it fresh, it will keep it clean, it will keep it fluid, it will keep the toxins flushing out from all the training that you've done. Have a light, healthy meal, sort of 2 hours before, 3 hours before you go to bed, simply because it will be enough to keep you going, but it will be not enough to make you sluggish in the morning. If you've got a little bit of anxiety before the race, don't worry about if you can't sleep. Just stay relaxed. That's the main thing. Just stay relaxed. Don't worry that you're not sleeping. And eventually, if you're relaxed, you will, fall asleep. It's all good. On the day of the race, eat a tried and tested sort of breakfast in the morning, something that's not going to be too heavy, something that's not going to be too light as well, that you'll feel weak as you're running the race. So you want to have something that you've tried before, maybe before a longer run that you've done the week or two before. Also, sort of sip water leading up to the race. Again, that will just keep you nicely hydrated without having to go for too many toilet breaks in the morning. And also drink little and often throughout the race. Again, what this will do, it will just keep you hydrated, it will keep you fresh, it will keep all the toxins being flushed through, all the metabolic waste that you'll be producing as well. And yeah, it will stop you from wanting to go to the toilet within the race, so it's always helpful for that, so you save time in that way. So that is my sort of 6 tips for the build up to a 10k or a half marathon. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope it's been helpful. If you want to see some more videos, obviously come to iconicfitness.com. If you want to get in touch with me directly, pop your name and email in the inquiry box below, and I'd be happy to speak to you. Okay, many thanks, and goodbye.